Hi submarine friends. Well, I got the ring welded in. I have a bunch more welding to do. I probably have to grind a couple of spots out and fix them up, but that's no big deal. So I'm going to do another weld all the way around the outside. This part is welded, probably needs a couple touch-up spots. Then I have to stand this piece up so the window is pointing up, raise it off the ground so that I can get inside here, and I can weld all the way around on the inside of this ring so that it's welded outside and inside. So the welding's going great. My welder is pretty nice. It's working great. So once I get that done, I'm going to, before I talk about that, let's talk more about this ring. Somebody has asked me why I'm using an L bar and not a T bar. The reason is because I'm putting it in pieces, I can't weld underneath to weld a T in here. So I can only weld on the outside. So I have a big fat weld here, and I mean, that's fine, but I can't weld on both sides to do a T. So it's just a matter of I can't do it. So is the L bar as strong as a T bar? Well, I've asked a couple of engineers that, and they actually don't know. They would have to run a finite elemental analysis to determine that. So I had that analysis done on the hull, and with this style of T or L bar, this size, the sub can't dive. The sub will fail at 882 feet. That's lots. I mean, I'm going to use this to 100 feet, so, but that could change. But anyways, that's why I went with an L bar. So now, once I finish welding this, I should be able to finish that all tomorrow. Then I'm going to bring the forward ballast tank in, finish welding that up, and then weld it to this section of hull. And the reason I want to do that is I can put this in any position I want, standing up, laying down, roll it, whatever, so that I have the perfect welding position. I'm a pretty good welder when it's in position. When it starts to be upside down and vertical, I'm not as good. So, you know, when you build a submarine, know your limitations, and if you can't get it into the position you want to, then get someone else to weld it. So, that's my story. Anyways, ballast tank will go on. I might even be able to get that on the weekend. And then before I weld that on, of course, I have to prep this. I got a bunch of grinding to do. I bought some grinding stones so that I can get this ready to weld onto the main hull. Wow, next week this might be getting welded onto the main hull. Well, that depends on weather. My crane is kind of snowed in right now, so I need some more snow and ice to melt before I can get the crane over to the house to yank that thing out of there. I'm way ahead of schedule. I didn't think I'd be doing this this time of year yet, so this is fantastic. I'm pretty pleased. I like this. This looks really robust. And trying to move this now, like to change the shape, like I've written down all the measurements in chalk all the way around. I constantly check the diameter all the way around to make sure it's staying round, and it did. I think it's within a 1/16 of an inch. I'm allowed 1% of diameter. I think that's 1/4 inch or maybe even a bit more. I can't remember. Anyways, that's where it's at. Ciao.